You know, the most fun thing about making devlogs is making promises about cool features and content that you have planned. And you know what's even more fun? Backtracking on those promises. Hi, I'm Marty. This is part 1 of a series that I hope will die after the first episode. Last thing I feel like doing is making a second part in a few months, backtracking on the promises made in this video. So just in case, please read the disclaimer that's on screen right now. Are you done? Good. What I want to do is revisit some older devlogs, show clips of stuff that I've said about Uncartunate, and explain what changed. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a video about us telling you that there's going to be less content in the game, but more of a video explaining why some of the features weren't as fun and how we're going to replace them with better content. And yes, some things will be or already have been removed, but not a lot compared to what will be in the final game. Devlog 1. This entire first devlog should be nullified. It's been over a year and a half since I uploaded that video, and most of the information is inaccurate at this point. There are two main things that I bring up in this video. You aren't in control of an AI vehicle anymore. I've explained this in a video I made not too long ago, but a lot of things have changed and we felt like it would be a lot more fun to make it a bit more traditional and let you control the car yourself. It was really hard for us to find a good balance between fun and challenging gameplay with our original idea of interacting with the AI from above, so that entire idea is out of the window. The other thing is the track editor. The track editor is what we were mainly focused on for the first year of development, but after careful consideration a while ago, we realized we wanted to put more focus on the rest of the game. The editor is something we absolutely still want to include in the final game, but we are considering adding it at a later point after the game is already released, but that's all depending on how much time and resources we'll have when we get to that point. But the plan remains to include it in the game. Maybe just not from the start. Devlog number 2. This one is about the track editor. After a year and a half, some changes have been made to the track editor, but no major changes or content has been removed as far as I know. Only thing I would say that has changed are the extreme weather effects. We still would like to do this, but no promises. I also talk a lot about chapters in this video. You can ignore that, there are no chapters anymore. Devlog number 3. Everything in this video still stands except for the Patreon perks. Devlog 4. I feel like I sounded a bit too excited when I said that a lot, if not most things that look like they should break will actually break. I want to emphasize that we love physics, we love props that break, and a lot of props and other stuff will break, but don't expect like you could drive through every building that you see. And we've been working on a lot of systems to allow everything that you see in the world to be interacted with. I say everything, but okay, let's just keep it at most things because I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. Even me from back then didn't want to make false promises. Devlog number 5. Another track editor devlog. The biggest difference from that video to what it's like right now is the UI. Other than that, I think all of the features are still there. Devlog 6. Just like the track editor, the UI for the mod shop looks a lot different now, but it still functions the same way. The only other change is one that I never brought up in that video, and that's that you had to access the mod shop through the main menu, but now you have to drive to the mod shop in the free roam map to access it. Devlog 7. Destruction is still a thing. Yay! And after a year, it might even be a bit better. We also showed off something we call technic props. Props that have certain settings and options to connect props and make them do certain things. This is still something we would love to include, but truth be told, we haven't expanded much on that idea since I published that video. But again, still something we want to include. Devlog 8. Temporary feature lock. Temporary feature lock did not happen. I also brought up that we wanted to make a demo and release it to the public last October. So moving on, Devlog 9, the most recent devlog. Thankfully, because it has only been a few months since I uploaded that video, there's nothing there that I really need to discuss. Despite some minor and even some major UI changes, the content is still the same. And because I've learned from the past, I've actually said no promise in that video when I made a promise. So good job, me. And that's really it. The main reason why I thought this video was needed was because we started making this game with a completely different idea of what it was going to be like, and that idea has changed several times since October 2018. I'm sure I haven't covered every feature or piece of content that I talked about in the past and that has been removed or changed, mostly because I don't want to waste too much time scrolling through Discord and Twitter, but if you do find anything that I said in 2019 or even 2018 that hasn't been covered in this video and you want to know if it's still going to be a thing in Uncartunate, comment down below or message me on Twitter and Discord and I would love to tell you the answer. But for now, thanks for watching. It's been kind of a blast going through all of the devlogs and to see how much progress we've made, and it's really exciting to know how much progress we're still going to make in the coming months. If you want to support the game or the channel, please do subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at AllRightMarty, join the Discord, links on the screen and in the description, and support us on Patreon if you have $1 to spare. Thank you to our Patreons for this month, and alright, well that's it. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.